This week, NASA celebrates 1 year since the Perseverance rover and its tiny sidekick, the Ingenuity helicopter, made this dramatic landing on Mars. Experts say that's when the real work began. NASA's Katie Stack Morgan was at home with her kids when the rover touched down.
We had this moment of celebration, but then we had a couple of hours, and then we had to begin operations and telling the rover how to prepare itself and to do its work on the surface of Mars.
Nicknamed Percy and Ginny, the machines are on a 2-year mission to collect Martian soil samples for Earthlings to analyze for signs of ancient life. Percy carries a drill to core for those samples, but it had never truly been tested until it landed on Mars.
When we got the data down and we saw that we had a sealed sample, we couldn't be more ecstatic. It worked.
As part of NASA's history-making research adventure, Ginny became the first powered aircraft to fly on another planet. Ginny and Percy beamed thousands of images back to Earth, where engineers say they will help prepare NASA astronauts in coming years for manned missions to Mars, which the agency says it hopes will happen in the mid-2030s. Look for the dynamic duo of Ginny and Percy to move from the crater they've been exploring to an ancient river delta in year 2 of their journey.
And liftoff.
In other news, a Russian cargo ship successfully launched from Kazakhstan carrying goods to the International Space Station. It arrived 2 days later at the ISS with nearly 3 tons of food, fuel, water, and other supplies for the crew of Expedition 66. Meanwhile, a batch of small research satellites came falling back to Earth after a failed launch from Florida. California-based rocket startup Astra suffered multiple setbacks, including an engine shutdown days before this doomed flight that appeared to show the craft tumbling from the sky before crashing into the ocean. Finally this week, NASA says the recent tsunami-causing underwater volcanic eruption near Tonga shook an outer layer of the Earth's atmosphere called the ionosphere. NASA says tracking changes in the ionosphere will help develop an early warning system for tsunamis. While such a system is years away, NASA says it could give hours of advance warning and a head start to evacuating tsunami zones. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.